it's right there. So, sir, I want to ask you a few questions about your book. What inspired you? What was the connection? What happened? What made you? Because in every story, there is always a backstory of every story. So, what started it? What happened?
Rise from the Rubble, as the title is a kind of a book that I feel is going to help a lot of persons. So writing the book is not just telling different stories, but also my own personal stories, because I know the power that is actually associated with storytelling. And especially in a world where people are going through different issues, mental health has become a kind of a topic that we try to shy away from, but a lot of persons are going through mental health issues all across the world. In fact, by 2030, there is a particular research that says that a lot of persons will have there's going to be a kind of higher mortality rate from mental health related illnesses, and this is not supposed to be so if we're able to create awareness. So this is the reason why I wrote this book, Rise from the Rubble, of 25 chapters.
Wow.
With so many stories and tips on how to cope with mental health issues. When we talk about mental health issues, every single human being will go through it. So it's not something that is specific to some certain individuals.
Okay, that's very nice. What about the name? The name, how did that come about?
Like the title of the book,
yeah,
right?
The title.
The title, when I was writing it first, I think this was not the original title I had in mind. This was a title for a specific chapter, but I realized that this particular title will capture my own personal story, because my life has been a compendium of so many stories that sometimes seem larger than life. I have suffered grief and bereavement. I lost my kid brother when I was 8. I lost my mom at 11. I lost, my dad at 19, first year at the university. You know what that means, losing your dad at the university, the only person that you have hope that is going to train you. And I still went through the university education and completed it.
Wow.
And then 2022, on my birthday, I lost my older sister. And these are the things that are naturally traumatic to any individuals. So having gone through this experience, I realized that grief and bereavement can be one of the major causes and sources of mental health crisis. And how can we address that? And that is why I wrote the book, because I have other personal stories too, concerning maybe certain delays, certain difficulties, certain disappointment, and that sort of thing. So this book is a kind of book that will help every individual to rise above the difficulties, the flood, the disasters, the disappointments, the delays of life, so that we can become the best version of ourselves. One of the things I always do to rise above the flood of life is something that is very simple, and that is the power of gratitude. Yeah.
A very powerful key.
Right.
A very, very powerful key.
Right.
Well then, thanks for explaining that. Well, how long did it take you? What was the period of time that it took you to
write the
book?
Basically, I wrote this book in 2019. I wrote everything from January to March of 2019, but that was not all. So in 2021, I just finished writing it. I just kept it. It was just lying there on my laptop and that sort of thing. So in 2022, rather last year, I revisited it and I started working on it again and again and again, and added many things, and rewrote it, and made it a lot more than it was in 2019, and eventually it became a book that I'm holding in my hand. And having a book that is published in your name, it comes with that kind of heavenly-like experience. Like, really, I made it. Because your story is not just for you alone.
Yes.
We carry light inside us, and our light sometimes can only shine after we find ourselves in dark places.
Wow. Please can you repeat that statement, please?
Okay, our lights can only shine when we find ourselves
So
in dark places.
Wow, that's a very powerful quote. Note. Anyways, what would be your advice to people out there going through a lot of things, going through challenges?
What I would tell anybody going through any form of challenge in the world is that, you know what, hang in there, don't give up, never ever think of giving up. Every single day wake up with that spark of hope. Hope is very important. They believe that somehow, some way things will get better. They believe that if you do the right thing, you may not get rewarded at this moment, but somehow, some way, maybe something will get better. And always remember that every trouble or every tough time is just temporary. When you have that in the back of your mind, there is nothing that will break you down.
Thank you so much. Can I see the book, please? This is our book that just came out, right from the Rubble. Please go and get your copy now. It is very important. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you, Divine. We appreciate it.
So where can we get the book?
Yeah, you can get the book online, so it's very simple for you to pre-order the book. You can order the book online. Follow me on my Facebook page. Theophilus Enemali is my Facebook page. You can as well. There are numbers that will reel out. Okay, when you dial the number, you send a message to the number, and we can make arrangement for you. So the number is 08060813498. 08060813498. Anywhere you are in the world, the book can be delivered to you.
Thank you so much, sir.